Most people spend more in a weekend than we do in a whole month. No joke, we live on less than $500 a month. I'm Mad, one half of Mad and Mean, and today I'm letting you in on exactly how we do it. With a few smart hacks, the tricks no one talks about, and the little known ways to make life way cheaper without feeling broken. If you've ever dreamed of breaking free from bills, living on your own terms, and still having money left over for the stuff that actually matters, stick around because I'm about to show you step by step how it's done. I totally agree, this isn't for everyone. So if you're like me and you're not like everyone, some of this may be exactly what your life has been missing. This is real, practical, and practically super cool stuff from my brain to yours. Is living under $500 a month a myth? A few years ago, an SUV failed to yield to my right-of-way, 4 shattered vertebrae, 3 cracked ribs, and 48 staples to my head, and my dependence on the traditional way of life shattered. Forced into a corner, I rebuilt myself from the asphalt up. I searched through all the government systems for help. I dug through all the loopholes in order to survive. This video has everything I learned from my journey. I know you're over the stress of bills, living paycheck to paycheck, so here's the deal. We start simple, lowering your fuel and internet costs. I'll cover mad tips on how to save on insurance and medical, along with crazy good pointers on how to eat like a king for pennies. But the big payoff is towards the end, where I bring it all together and reveal my secret weapon that allows us to pay $0 in rent. Before we jump in, please subscribe, like, and share this video with those in need. Let's get to work. Gas used to be my biggest fear. Seriously. I used to stare at that gauge like it was judging me. But now, it's just another line on the spreadsheet. Want to know the trick? You travel slow. When you stay in one area for a month, maybe 2, you drive less, burn less gas, and actually get to enjoy where you are. You can use Gas Buddy to find the cheapest fuel around you, and you'll save every time you fill up. If you've got diesel, check out TSD Logistics. Their card gets you discounts at major truck stops. When you're not in a hurry, you start realizing every extra day you stay put is a day you don't spend money. Did you know driving at 50 to 60 miles per hour can improve your fuel efficiency by up to 25%? That's like getting a discount at the pump without a coupon. Wind resistance increases dramatically above 65 miles per hour. That's why driving slower not only saves gas, but also reduces wear on your rig. Here's a pop quiz for you. What's cheaper? A, driving 300 miles in one day, or B, driving the same 300 miles over a month? The answer, B, because it lets you plan your stops smarter and avoid high-cost stations. Let's be real. No one can live off the grid completely these days. You need internet to pay bills, watch YouTube, check the weather, and even find your next campsite. For light users, one unlimited phone plan works great as a hotspot. Try Visible, Mint Mobile, or T-Mobile Home Internet. It usually runs between $30 and $55 a month. This can cover your entire communication needs, work, uploads, streaming, and mobile, all with one bill. But if you rely on streaming or uploading like me, I recommend using 2. Mint Mobile provides our cell service at a flat rate of $40 per phone monthly. while T-Mobile supplies our internet for $65 per month. If you're frequently on the move without a fixed address, you can use a nearby dummy address that works with T-Mobile. If it connects there, it'll likely connect at your location too. Once you pick up the router from a store, just plug it in and it automatically gets online. In short, if you rely on the internet for entertainment, you'll need more than just a hotspot. So you can opt for a simple setup, or like us, pay a little bit extra for better coverage and fewer headaches. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. Campground Wi-Fi is trash. You'll thank yourself for setting up your own system. Find a like-minded family member or friend to share streaming services like Netflix or YouTube TV to cut costs even lower. Did you know a single Netflix HD stream uses about 3 gigabytes of data per hour? That's why unlimited data plans are gold for full-time RVers. Insurance is an essential aspect of maintaining compliance while you're operating your RV. If you live in your RV full-time, your insurance isn't just vehicle coverage. It's your home policy on wheels. Expect to pay more than a weekend warrior, typically $1,000 to $3,000 a year, depending on your rig. Full-timer coverage includes personal liability, contents protection, and emergency housing if something happens. Bundle your policies, raise deductibles, and compare quotes to save money. Think of it like homeowners insurance, just with better views. It's advisable to have full-timer coverage since it protects your vehicle both while you're on the move and when you're parked for extended periods. Now, if you're not traveling at all, talk to your insurance agent. You may be eligible for a lower rate. Our quote came in just under $140 a month for RV insurance. Bundled together with auto, we're at $237. So far, we have gas, internet, and insurance. Still with me? Good. The best is definitely yet to come. Now, when it comes to storage units, this is one expense I strongly suggest avoiding. While it might not happen overnight, eliminating items that require paid storage is a key step towards greater freedom and independence. Storage units usually cost between $30 and $75 each month based on where you rent. You'll often find lower prices and better security at rural locations. Did you know there are more self-storage units in the US than Starbucks, McDonald's, and Subways combined? That's a lot of stuff just sitting. Every box in storage is something anchoring you. Freedom isn't just financial, it's also psychological. Medical bills can lock you down fast. For prescription savings, GoodRx is worth trying. It can reduce medication costs from $100 to less than $10 with no strings attached. If the discounts aren't enough, consider joining GoodRx Gold for a complimentary 30-day membership. But remember to cancel before the trial ends to avoid being charged. That might reduce it another 50% or so. For veterans, many VA clinics offer prescription delivery directly to your current campground location, eliminating the need for travel. Telehealth appointments provide efficient alternatives by reducing time, transportation costs, and stress, while also offering financial savings. It is important to communicate with either the gatekeeper or park ranger to obtain the correct mailing address for the site that you're at. If a park ranger is not available, contact the local Corps of Engineers office for further assistance. They can likely give you the address or mailing address to where you're at. Did you know that many clinics accept telehealth visits across state lines now, making it easier to maintain care without interrupting your travels? And in 2020, a report came out that telehealth appointments increased by over 3,000%, and many insurance companies kept those policies in place. That's a permanent win for travelers. Now, your RV will take a beating if you use it full time, so expect things to break now and then. It's gonna happen. It's wise to budget around $50 to $100 per month. Not saying you're gonna need that for repairs and upkeep, but it's nice to have. Think oil changes, filters, sealant, and plenty of duct tape. The key is to get to know your rig. You don't have to be a mechanic, just armed with YouTube tutorials, patience, and determination. Fixing things yourself can save you hundreds. For example, repairing a leaky roof may teach you more about self-reliance than any college class ever could. If you don't have a ladder, connect with other campers at the site where you're staying. Chances are someone can help. What's the cheapest tool that can save your trip? Yep, a $4 roll of duct tape. Crazy, right? Check this out. Did you know that duct tape was invented during World War II to keep moisture out of ammo cases? Decades later, it's still saving road trips. Let's dive into food, a crucial subject for anyone living on the road. No matter how luxurious your camper or how beautiful your site views, nothing works if you're hungry. My philosophy is to reject shame and focus on survival. Now you're gonna love this. If you're disabled, a veteran, or facing a loss of income, I can guide you towards finding the support you need. Here's how I manage to stay prepared even when my budget is tight. The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, is a game changer for full-time RVers, especially those who are disabled, veterans, or anyone managing on a tight income. This federal program provides monthly grocery funds via an EBT card, usable just like a debit card at most supermarkets. What's more, your RV lifestyle doesn't disqualify you. If you receive SSA, SSI, or VA disability benefits, you probably already meet SNAP's income criteria. Applying is straightforward. Just visit your state's SNAP website. You can find it through usa.gov. Fill out an income form, perhaps do a phone interview, and you could be approved. Monthly benefits can reach $275 or more a month per person, depending on circumstances. Not bad. With SNAP, you can shop at major retailers like Walmart, local grocers, Dollar General, certain farmers markets, and even online at Amazon.com and Walmart.com. Look for the EBT accepted here sign to know where you can use your card. Here's an extra tip. Some farmers markets offer programs like Double Up Food Bucks, doubling your SNAP value for fresh produce. Spend $10, get $20 worth of goods, cutting costs on local fruits, vegetables, and eggs. During difficult months, USDA and local organizations run food pantries and commodity programs such as the Commodity Supplemental Food Program and the Emergency Food Assistance Program, or TFAP, supporting low-income seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities. These initiatives provide monthly boxes of staples like beans, rice, pasta, canned veggies, cheese, and sometimes frozen meat, all free. When you roll into a new town and need food, call 211 or check out usa.gov. These resources help locate food programs, aid with gas and medical support. Enter your zip code to find what's available. Now, you don't need gourmet skills. A good meal is possible with just $5 and a skillet. Focus on bulk buying, simple recipes, and resourcefulness. Swap instant meals for dry beans and rice, and don't overlook powdered milk for coffee or pancakes. Community co-ops and church pantries can also help, providing hot meals regardless of your address. Many nonprofits and churches serve free food weekly, combining sustenance with camaraderie. Some people think about government help as a weakness, but it's really about using the tools available to survive in a world that wasn't built for everyone. These programs don't make you dependent. They give you breathing room. They buy you a little more time to figure things out, keep rolling, and keep living on your own terms. So yeah, between SNAP, veteran and disability benefits, food pantries, farmers market programs, you can eat well, cheap, and proud. Did you know SNAP started in 1939 to support farmers and families during the Great Depression? It wasn't created as handouts. It was created to help communities thrive, because freedom doesn't mean doing everything alone. It means knowing how to work with the system to live your best life. The biggest expense in everyone's life is going to be rent, or it's going to be a mortgage. You kill that and you're halfway to freedom. When we started out, we used recreation.gov to find federal campgrounds across the country. Clean, quiet, and usually between 10 to 20 bucks a night. But here's the lowdown. If you're a veteran, disabled, or over 62, you can get the U.S. National Park Service America the Beautiful Access Pass for free with proof of disability or veteran status DD 214. And that's right there, cuts your campsite fees in half. We had to fill out the form for the pass and take it to a volunteer at one of the park gatehouses. We had to provide proof of citizenship and disability, but after that, the pass was free. Once you have your pass, you log into the site, enter your location, and I recommend adding a few filters, and then enter your dates. Now on recreation.gov and most of the sites that are run by the government, you will be restricted to stay a maximum of 2 weeks within a 30-day time frame at one location, and then you will have to move. You can move to a new location, and after the 30-day period, you are free to come back to that same location. With a veteran disability or over 62 discount, you will be getting at least a 50% discount on your monthly rent, anywhere from $8 to $15 a night. There are other parks that offer discounts based on disability age or veteran status, but you may have to ask around that area to find them. Now, at first, moving around won't be so bad. It's a good way to learn the ropes and get good at packing it up and breaking it down. But if you're like me and want to get your expenses lower and maybe not have to move around all that much, check out volunteer.gov. Unless you have a hookup on a free site rental, this really is the key to living under $500 a month. You volunteer just a few hours a week, usually around 20 hours a week, greeting campers, painting picnic tables, cleaning up trails, locking and unlocking gates, and in return, they give you a free full hookup site. Electric, water, sewer, $0. Now that you know the key to living under $500, you still need to know how to make this happen for your family. Now, at first, we did what most people probably do. We filled out the information or resume and we started applying. I applied to probably 30 to 60 volunteer gigs without a response over a 6-month period. It was very frustrating. We needed this final piece of the puzzle, but we did not know how to make it happen. It wasn't until I sat back and thought about it for a second to treat it like a real job. I had Mean draft a nice email to the hiring manager. I applied to 2 sites and sent 2 follow-up emails to the contact email on the website. We were then offered volunteer jobs from both sites. So that was a huge win for us. Cracking the code, so to speak. They received so many applications, you have to stand out. To stand out, be polite and contact the point of contact personally. If you need help with the letter, leave a comment and we'll help you out. We now brought our monthly site rent down from $480 to $0. That's how I start every month under budget. No more rent, no more electric bills, no more water bills, no more garbage bills. We finally found what works for us. Okay, I wanted to run through this again to stress how important a rental discount is. Without a discount, you will be paying $600 to $1,200 a month for an RV site. That's rough. If you have a veteran, senior, or a disability discount that will slash your site fee in half, you will be paying $300 to $600 a month. But remember, they often cap your stay at just 14 days. I think we are paying $240 every 2 weeks, so $480 a month. So plan accordingly. We had 3 sites that were within 30 minutes of each other, and we rotated sites to stay within compliance. It's cheaper than renting a house or paying a mortgage, but you're constantly moving. If you truly want to live under $500 a month and relax, the real hack is volunteer.gov. Volunteer 20 hours a week and get a free all-inclusive site. Not the only way, but the easiest way to start a month out under budget. So here's our budget snapshot of our monthly expenses. Our site fee, we were paying $500 a month unless you volunteer. Then you're at $0. For gas, around $60 a month. Cell, $40. Internet, $65. Insurance for RV and auto, we're at $237. Storage unit, I got out of my storage unit, so we're at $0. Medical or prescription, we pay just $48 a month. And for maintenance, we're at $50, maybe lower. So total, we're just at $500 a month, and we volunteer. The most significant factor influencing your expenses is whether you volunteer or have access to free parking for your rig. If you can manage that, your monthly cost can stay under $500, all inclusive. People ask all the time, don't you get tired of the road? And you can say, sure, sometimes, but you'd rather be tired out here than trapped in there, trade bills for bonfires and trade deadlines for sunrises. You don't need 6 figures to live free. You just need the guts to live differently. So yeah, you can live on less than $500 a month, but you'll feel like a millionaire every damn day. Please, if you got anything out of this, hit that like button and subscribe if you want more real deal RV living tips, and I'll see you on the road. Stay wild, stay kind, and keep the wheels rolling.